Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Robin here once again, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a review of the Wealthsimple Trade app for buying and selling stocks and ETFs. Now, if you guys don't already know, I did a Wealthsimple Invest review, and I'll explain the difference really quickly here before we go into this video. Wealthsimple Invest is a robo-advisor online. You go on their website here. I'll just bring it up here really quickly. This is where you invest your money, and they will actually manage the money for you. They'll pick your ETFs or do all that kind of stuff for you, and that's Wealthsimple Invest. And I've had pretty good results with Wealthsimple Invest, and I highly recommend it. Here's my portfolio, and in 2019 I actually started my investing journey with Wealthsimple Invest and with this robo-advisor. Now, Wealthsimple Trade is a little bit different. It's the same thing. It's run by the same company, obviously, but it's a mobile app that actually allows you to buy and sell and trade ETFs and stocks yourself. So Wealthsimple Invest is more, they kind of do the thing for you. They kind of do the investing for you, and it's perfect for beginners. And I highly recommend most people actually take this route. And then as you're learning and stuff like that, you can start experimenting with Wealthsimple Trade, which is what we're going to talk about in this video. So Wealthsimple Trade is a mobile app. I'm just going to bring it up here really quickly. Now I'm running BlueStacks on my mobile PC, which is kind of like an Android emulator. So if you guys want to if you don't have a mobile phone or something like that and you can't run the app, you can actually use BlueStacks, or if you just want to do it on your PC. I'm more comfortable doing it on my PC as well because I don't like having like my banking and my investing stuff on my phone, just in case if I ever lose it. So you can download BlueStacks, takes a couple seconds, it's super easy. You can install Wealthsimple Trade from there, and then you can make an account on BlueStacks using Wealthsimple Trade that way, and that's kind of how I'm capturing the screen here. So I can't make the screen any bigger, unfortunately, but I do apologize for that. But in this video, I'm just going to talk about Wealthsimple Trade, what I think about it, and give my thoughts on it for like buying and trading stocks and whatnot. And overall, I think it's a pretty solid app. I've used it a little bit. In fact, my dividend investing series, where every single week I put $100 into dividend stocks, I've been using Wealthsimple Trade to basically do that because I had pretty good success with Wealthsimple Invest. I just naturally kind of thought Wealthsimple Trade would be good, and I've been using it for a little while, and actually I've had pretty good results so far, but I'm still relatively new to using it. So I'll try to give my best review I can. So this is my portfolio here on the main page. You'll see here that I have $422. We're up $1.41. Again, this is a new fund. It's been about 4 weeks now. I think I started this case study, this dividend investing case study, about 4 weeks ago. I'll link to that playlist if you guys want to check that out, and that shows me buying stocks with Wealthsimple Trade and whatnot. But in this video, I'm just going to kind of talk about the app and kind of basically explore it here. So this is the fund. You can see here you have a graph here that kind of tells you how much your portfolio has went up or down. You can go by like 1 day, 1 week, 1 month kind of thing, and et cetera, et cetera. You can see the overall rise there throughout the month. This would be every time I put in the $100 every week, this would be these big jumps here kind of thing. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you can kind of see like the increases there with the little tiny increases. That's like the stock value going up and down, but because I don't have much money in there, you're not going to see a big increase. You go down here, this actually show you guys the portfolios. So this is my one portfolio I have, and these are the actual different ETFs I have in them. So ETFs are like collections of stocks together. So I have VDY, which is a Vanguard dividend, high dividend yield ETF. I have VYMI, which I think is another Vanguard fund. And then I have XRE, which is a Canadian REIT for dividend income. And like this portfolio is geared towards dividend income. So I'm trying to get that constant dividends coming in and get that regular income rolling in. We're still building out the portfolio. We're not quite, like we still have a long ways to go. Just a couple more ETFs I want to buy, and then we're going to start picking some individual stocks to kind of like, take it from there kind of thing. But yeah, this is a fund. This is the funds we have so far. And then over the bottom here, it says how much we can trade. I do have one pending deposit. One thing I want to point out is that overall, the putting money into your account to trade on Wealthsimple was pretty simple. But I noticed it does take about 2 or 3 business days after you submit the deposit. So even though it'll probably get taken from your bank account pretty quickly, I noticed within the same day, it takes about 2 or 3 days before it's pending. And then once it's done pending, then you can actually trade it with Wealthsimple Trade, and it pretty much goes instantly. So just that's one thing I want to point out is if you do want to trade on Wealthsimple Trade, you have to deposit money into your Wealthsimple Trade account first, and it does take a couple days. And at the bottom here, we have this watch list, which is if you want to put different ETFs or stocks you want to kind of watch kind of thing. And then they have this little tab at the bottom here. We can discover stocks. We're going to go over that in just a second here. Actually, we'll do that first just because why not. So you can click on Discover Stocks and they show you different stocks. This is kind of cool. I thought this was kind of interesting that they put these on here. You know, they have different lists and stuff like that. You can go by categories. So you can, you know, oh, there's actually a lot of categories on here. That's actually really cool. You even have an ETF category. That's pretty cool. I actually don't pick my stocks this way. I kind of like to do my research on Google and then I look them up on here. But that's kind of cool that they have these different things. You know, you can top 100 on trade, so you can see the most popular stocks in Wealthsimple Trade. This is actually pretty cool. I actually never noticed this before. So we can actually see that the most people are trading on cannabis, Aurora Cannabis Inc., whatever that is, must be really popular. I'm not too familiar with the cannabis scene. Apple Incorporated is pretty high up there. Tesla, I know, is pretty popular. Beyond Meat has had a lot of talk recently. Amazon, of course, and Shopify, and you know, so it's pretty cool to see all these different stocks that people are trading and whatnot. You can see the Vanguard S&P 500, which is a pretty solid fund. So that's pretty cool. You can see the top different stocks here. I'm just gonna go back here. You can see the most active ones, the most ones people are trading, I guess, over the course of the day. You can see the top gainers. Once again, none of this really matters in my opinion because I think you should be doing your research, you know, through Google and stuff like that. And don't try not to get tempted with this kind of stuff. Like, don't think that, oh, just because this stock has gone down that you need to buy this, or this one's gone up you need to whatever kind of thing. This is all kind of cool, flashy stuff that I don't think most people really need to pay attention, but it's cool that it's there, right? So you can see all the different things. And then we have, once again, different sectors, different things and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. If you guys don't already know, I always recommend that if you guys are beginners, start with index funds, start with ETFs, you know, search them up, Google them, you know, look up different ones, and just go down that route. And then once you get kind of familiar and you build a solid portfolio with ETFs, you can start picking individual stocks. That's what I always recommend, because you don't want to be picking individual stocks when you don't know what you're doing, because chances are you're not going to you'd just be better off if you just picked an ETF. So I always recommend that. So we'll get out of this kind of screen here and we'll go to the actual account screen. So once again, this is just an overview of things. So this is my tax-free savings account. This account, by the way, took about 5 minutes to make. It's pretty quickly, like, account setup. One thing I really love about Wealthsimple is accounts are super easy to set up. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes. You know, there's not tons of submitting different identification and all that crap. It's really quick, and that's what I really like about it. Like, really nice approach, really solid interface, and you know, just easy to set things up. Once again, if I opened up this personal account, would take like 5 minutes. So it's really easy to get started, really easy to get going. Here's the activity tab. We can see your deposits, withdrawals, all that kind of stuff. As you guys can see, I've pretty much just been buying ETFs and whatnot and putting money in. Every week we put $100 in. And then we have this little earn cash little tab here. If you guys invite your friends to Wealthsimple, you'll each get $5. Which case, I'll put my link in the description of the video if you guys want to check that out. If you guys sign up to Wealthsimple Trade using my link, you'll get $5. I get $5. You guys can do it if you want. Why not? Buy a stock or something, or put it towards buying a stock. If you guys want to do that kind of thing. And then here we have settings. All right, so here's the settings tab. Inside here we have like your personal information. We have a passcode and stuff like that. You can put a pin and stuff. We have manage notifications and a bunch of different like privacy policies and all the legal stuff. Not too much in there. And then going out here, that's pretty much all Wealthsimple Trade is. It's a simple app. It's not really complicated. And let's say you did some research and you wanted to buy a fund. It's really simple to buy. All you have to do is, first, number one, you have to fund your account. So you have to put money into your account and you have to fund it. And then you click this little search thing here, and all you do is you search your fund. So let's say you wanted to buy Microsoft. So let's go here and let's go Microsoft. It'll probably pop up here. Just see if it'll pop up. I guess not. Let's go Microsoft. Hit search. My internet's kind of slow here. Sometimes the internet, like if you run through BlueStacks, it's a little bit slow. MSFT is Microsoft, so you can click on Microsoft, and then all you have to do is, once again, you can see like a little history of the stock here, you know, kind of stuff like that. And then I don't know if they actually have, it looks like they do have yields and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I think this is a dividend yield, 1.22%. So you can see different things like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then if you want to buy, all you have to do is hit this big blue buy button. And you can see the cost here. So 167 USD, you can hit, okay, I'll buy 1 share. But you need to buy at least 1 share. You can't buy like 1.5, you can't buy 1.2 or something like that. You have to actually buy a full share. So you would need to have at least 167 USD in your account to buy the share. That's one thing I noticed, and that's one thing we had a problem with. And keep in mind, guys, if you're all buying like if you're Canadian and you're buying like a US stock, there is that currency conversion. So that's one problem we had is we put $100 into our account, and then we went to go buy an ETF that was $100, but we actually didn't have enough money because once Canadian is converted to US, it's a lot less. So yeah, just one thing to keep in mind and whatnot. And they do charge a small fee for buying US stocks. I can't remember how much it is, but it's included into the ETF price and whatnot, and the stock price. But overall, I think Wealthsimple Trade is a pretty solid app. I haven't used a lot of other apps, so I can't really say like what I think is like really the best. I've seen like other ones like Robinhood and stuff like that, and they're pretty solid too. But like I really like how simple Wealthsimple Trade is. It's easy to set up. It's really clean. There's no fancy stuff, and it does what you need it to do, which is buy stocks and different things like that in ETFs. So if you feel like you want to pick your own stocks and ETFs, you can go down the Wealthsimple Trade route. If you guys are new to investing and you're not too sure yet, check out Wealthsimple Invest. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video as well. I think it's better toward it is a robo advisor, like I said, and I think it is geared better towards you guys who need that extra little help. And then maybe over time you can open up your own Wealthsimple Trade account afterwards, like I did when you're more comfortable. So that's what I recommend most of you guys do. So anyways, that's it for this video. I just wanted to give a quick little review of Wealthsimple Trade, show you guys how it works. Once again, if you want to see this really in action, check out my dividend investing case study. It's every single week we buy different stocks and ETFs on Wealthsimple Trade, and we'll build in a solid dividend investing fund from $0 to six figures. That's kind of the goal with that case study. So we're slowly but surely getting there, kind of thing. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Feel free to give a like, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel, as I do post a lot of like investing tutorials and tips, and I do a lot of these case studies where I show you guys how I actually make money. So check that out if you guys want, and be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys later.